Hey, fans, I am back. Paul S. Stuffy Esquire, and I'm more wax ecstatic than Jay Googles at a Harmony House. And we are bringing to you another fan-requested favorite, streaming TV. So the rules are simple. Top three, plus one to avoid at the end, and it's streaming only. So it knocks out any major network, even if they have their own streaming services. We're talking about original content from either Apple TV Plus, Hulu, Netflix, or Disney Plus. That's unique to where it was never featured on another network. So no HBO, no Showtime, no ABC, NBC. It's got to be original streaming. And because it's digital age, I put on a digital watch, baby. I got the Casio World Timer, John Wick style on the inside of the wrist. We're high tech. I actually adapted streaming early on. I used to do Netflix on my laptop while people were still getting DVDs in the mail, and I would run a cord to my TV. I've since upgraded. I actually just recently upgraded to the Apple TV 4K streaming box. I mean, there's so many things out there. Fire Stick, Roku. Some TVs are smart enabled. You just hook them right up to the web. I actually cut the cable cord, but I've got to rethink that, right? So I cut the cord, but I buy Hulu every month, Netflix every month. Apple TV Plus I got free for a year with my phone, and I got Disney Plus with something else I bought. I got free for a couple months. So, between the internet costs and still buying two streaming services, it can get a little complex. And then you still, are missing out on HBO, Showtime, whatever there is out there. So without further ado, I'm going to go with my number 3 position. It's a Netflix original. It's called the OA. I'm not going to tell you what OA stands for because it might turn some people off. It's a little weird. It's a little out there. It's definitely sci-fi mystery. The only actor I recognize is Phyllis from The Office. She plays a teacher in the show, but I highly recommend it. I don't want to give too much away because it's a crazy plot line, but it's definitely worth a watch. Give it a try. Stuffy gives it 2 purple eggplants straight up.
The OA is definitely a really cool show for you sci-fi nerds out there, for sure.
Yeah, and I don't want to give away too much. It's just you got to watch it. It's weird.
It is out there. It is off the wall. I mean, there's a lot of plot twist. I'm looking forward to season 3 myself.
Yeah, there's already 2 seasons. The entire season 1, you don't know if she's telling the truth or not, if she's just crazy. You don't know what's up with Homer. There's just so much going on. And then season 2, it all comes together and you find out she's not crazy.
Yeah, but then also season 2 brings up a lot more questions. So,
yeah. There's always questions. There's questions coming at you left and right. So let's go over to Q Diggity for his number 3 position.
Thank you, Paul. You recommended the OA to me years ago, and I watched like the first 7, 8 episodes. I enjoyed it. Why I stopped watching, I don't know. Maybe I went out of town working or some stupid thing. But I like how you told me just to watch it because it's incredibly unique. Kept me very interested. There is some goofy shit going on there. I don't know who's telling the truth, and I know even less now after hearing you guys go back and forth. I'm confused.
We also forgot to mention the fan. We'll just call him TQ. Is the one who threw this suggestion out there. So this guy has a good taste because obviously he follows our channel and he has an awesome leather jacket. So you can't go wrong there.
I know him as TP myself, maybe even a better old man than Vader. My number 3 position is the show Hannah. I think it's on Amazon Prime. I really enjoyed this movie. I like assassins and all that stuff. It's about a young girl who I believe was genetically raised to be an assassin or genetically created. And some dude takes her away from that terrible life. A lot of women are raised to be assassins, but she was really good at it. People are chasing her. I think the 2 stars of the show are Joel Kinnaman and that redheaded gal. I think her last name is Enos. And they were actually in the show The Killing together, which I enjoyed that. A lot of mystery. I think it's a pretty darn good show. I do streaming here and there. watched a lot of the big ones, but this was one really caught my eye. I liked it. I'm looking forward to season 2, and yeah, I think it's a good one. I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah, I saw the movie. I did not know there was a show. I really liked the movie though. I'll have to check out the show.
Yeah, and I always forget about Amazon Prime. I was always a Prime member for the shipping, and I honestly didn't even bother to hook up, even though I had it included in my membership, the streaming service. It was actually Q Diggity that mentioned a couple shows to me, and it made me sign up my account onto the Apple TV has an app for all of them, so I downloaded the app, signed in, and I've been watching some of that. So I have not seen that one, so now I have something to watch. So I'm going to check that out.
Hell yeah, Paul Stuffy. Amazon Prime. Fill your house up with a bunch of worthless shit, baby. Come on.
All right, great pick, Q Diggity. I'm going to go with my number 3, but real quick, let me do my wristwatch check. Still in the honeymoon phase with the Omega Seamaster. Loving it. Can't wait to get it on a bracelet. All right, number 3. Number 3 is, what was I going to have number 3? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Mandalorian. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody's watched this. If you haven't, well, I'll do a quick synopsis. And I know Q Diggity is not happy with me because it was his show, but I picked it first. I'm sorry, Q Diggity.
You are sorry. That one's for TP.
I'm not even a huge. I love Star Wars. I shouldn't say I love Star Wars. I really like Star Wars. Star Wars is great, but I'm not like a huge Star Wars nerd like Q Diggity. But I still really enjoyed the show. They're only about 35, 40 minutes long, and I blasted through that first season in I think 2.5 days. Really odd. I mean, you could tell Disney spent a lot of money on the special effects, and the main character's Pablo Pascal, I believe his name is, the dude that gets his head crushed in by the mountain. Really cool, awesome characters. They got the chick that was in the UFC is one of the other characters. It just, obviously you guys should watch it. It's a really awesome show, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys all have watched it. But even if you're on a Star Wars geek, give it a shot.
I think you mean Star Wars enthusiast, Jay Goobles. That's a good pick. I like that show. I definitely did. I'm down for any Star Wars lore. I was a little worried about it first, but it turned out pretty good. You're such a big fan. What happened at the end of that? What was the deal? What was that? What was old Pollos Hermanos holding there? What was that thing?
I have no idea, but we're gonna find out in season 2.
We got to be careful with the spoilers here. I'm more of a hardcore enthusiast of the original 3 Star Wars. I've said it before. I have not seen The Mandalorian yet because honestly, I couldn't stand all the Baby Yoda memes that were going around the internet machine within seconds. It honestly ticked me off a little bit. I'm getting a little, crankier in my old age. It just ticked me off, all those Baby Yoda memes and everyone turning it into every single meme on the internet.
Stuffy, give it a shot. It's a really cool show. It really is.
Out of spite, I just couldn't watch it right away. I will watch it. RCW is not here to be cranky, so I got to throw in the cranky aspect to it. I will eventually watch it.
All right. Well, let's hear what your next pick is then.
Yeah, so actually this one's in honor of RCW. We both like this show. He actually mentioned it after saying he watched 0 streaming shows and couldn't participate this week. He then threw out 3 picks in our chat. So one of them was Bloodlines, again, Netflix original. My favorite part about this, besides the mystery and the suspense, is where it is set. I've never been there, but I've always wanted to go to the Florida Keys, Key West area. So it's a beautiful setting. It's a small, luxury, private hotel, more like someone's house. And then they added on to it, put bungalows and a restaurant right on the beach, pristine beach. They got charter fishing, gourmet dining. And then, you got murder, you got mystery, you got intrigue. It's another show where everyone kind of becomes a villain, so you don't know who you like, and then the guy that you thought was the villain the whole time, once you know more of his backstory, you feel bad for him, like maybe he just got a raw deal in life, and maybe he wasn't the villain. So, again, I can definitely recommend Bloodlines. I don't know if they've definitely had 2 seasons. I don't know if they've had 3 yet. I mean, I've watched them all, however many there are. Great watch.
I believe there was 3, Stuffy.
Yeah, so I enjoyed every season.
It's a great show, Stuff. Rich people can be jerks. That's why I squander my money. I can't be any worse than I already am. Good actors in it too. I mean, they didn't mess around with that. Sam Shepard, big fan of his, and Ben Mendelsohn. I think Ben Mendelsohn's a really good actor coming up. And yeah, like any good show, keep you on the edge of your seat. What's going to happen next? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? It's an excellent show. I apologize for the spoilers on the last one. I'm bitter and I'm full of spite as well. But luckily, I am still watching sub TV.
Yeah, it's a really cool show. And, I'm going to give a shout out to Cowboy Mike out there. He's the one, I think he's the first one of all our friends to watch it. And he loved it. But yeah, great show.
Yeah, good stuff, Paul. Paul stuff. Whatever.
I think it's your turn there, Q-Dig.
I am up to bat.
I can't believe you remembered whose turn it was, John. You forgot your entire first pick.
Hey, man, he's like an old Studebaker. Once you get him running, get out the way. My number 2 is another new show. It's a superhero type of deal, but it kind of goes against the superhero theme. It's called The Boys, and it's a setting where I believe it like mass DC characters. So there's a Superman type guy, an Aquaman, a couple other fools, and essentially what it is, these people are celebrities, which they've become anyway through the movies and all the Marvel and all the other crap, which I do enjoy. I shouldn't have called it crap. But it's very dark. Carl Urban's in it. He's a pretty mean dude. He's like the he's not a hero. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? We don't know, but he's going against those guys. They're all super powered and charged up. Elizabeth Shue's in it. You tell me Lizzie Shue's in something, now I'm gonna come running. I love her, and it's got a couple good cameos in it too. I think that little fart from Pay It Forward's in it. I think Cliff from Cheers. It's a good show. I recommend it.
Yeah, great show. I actually didn't mention it earlier, but that was the one that made me sign up for Amazon. That was your recommendation. It made me sign up. I mean, I already had Prime, but it made me register it and log on. I watched it nonstop. I think it's the most realistic superhero show there is, because I think if you take someone and give them that much power, they're going to corrupt it. And yeah, Elizabeth Shue still looks fine. And she's got kind of this like mother yet like, sexual vibe. She's kind of like she's like their den mom. Yeah, great show. I watched it, that was a total binge worthy.
Hey, a little disclaimer for you guys out there though. If you have children, not for children. It's a superhero show, not for children.
Definitely not. It is adult themed, dark side of the superhero life.
You don't want to watch many of this stuff anyway. They'll probably start jumping off of buildings, and Kevin Feige's going to go to jail. But all right, who's next there? Is that Jay Goober?
It is, and you know what? I'm going to come out of left field with this one, and it's a very popular show. It's won some Emmys and whatnot, but maybe amongst the guys that watch this channel wouldn't be huge on it. But I'm going with The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It's a show that you can watch with your lady if you want. Watch it by yourself. Doesn't matter. But it's about this lady who wants, she's getting a divorce. She wants to start her own life, get her own thing going. Takes place in the late 50s, early 60s, I believe, but back when they call it the good old days. Really funny show. The cast is awesome. It's got the guy from Monk. He plays her dad. Kevin Pollak's in it. He's awesome. You guys you have to check it out. It's a really, really funny show. And like I said, I believe you could get your woman to watch it with you too.
That's a good pick, Jay Goobs. I can relate to a woman scorn that thinks she's funnier than she is. Didn't surprise me while you watched that show when I saw that top shelf, though. Overdue stuff.
Okay, so I now have 3 things to watch. I have not seen that. I have not seen The Mandalorian, and I've not seen Hannah. So I now have 3 shows. Good thing I'm still quarantined. I can go binge crazy. Really, we almost should have divided this into Netflix top 3, Hulu top 3, because while we've been talking, I thought of some originals on Hulu that I love. So, but I'll go into my number 1 pick for this video, and that is, again, M. Night Shyamalan. The Cowboy's going wild in the audience right now. So M. Night Shyamalan did an original series for Apple TV Plus. So that's their streaming service, available, on your phone, Apple TV. And what's great about it is it's M. Night Shyamalan fashion. You don't know what the hell's going on. He didn't come to his twist in the first season, so I can't wait for the second season, because I honestly finished the last episode going, what the heck happened? So quick summary, you've got a kind of a wealthy couple. She's a reporter. He's a high-end chef, does a lot of catering, private events. He was on like a chef reality show. They have a kid. They hire a nanny. She's kind of a very strange person. She only drinks water, stays in her room, has like 1 can of Campbell's tomato soup every night for dinner. Just very oddball, but she's great with the kid. But there's a twist, like there always is, with the kid, with the whole situation. You slowly get the backstory. Ron Weasley from the Harry Potter series plays the older brother. The rest of the actors I don't really know. The one chef assistant was in one of my favorite movies that we always talk about, Wes Anderson, the one with the hotel in the fictitious country. Of course, now I've got Jay Google's syndrome. I can't remember the name of that movie, but he's in the movie about the hotel. And yeah, I love it. I binge watched it. Can't wait for the next season. I highly recommend it. I might even go 3 eggplants on this one. High budget.
Oh, damn, 3 eggplants. Holy cow. I don't have Apple TV, and this is making me want to get Apple TV. I'm a big fan of the guy's work.
I'm with there. I'm on it with you there, Jay Goobs. I'll go 50-50 with you. We can share some passwords. No one's paying for all this stuff anyway, other than, I guess, Stuffy. Because you ain't tossing away all your damn Comcast money like I am. But, yeah, M. Night Shyamalan, ding dong. He does great things. Even some of that less critically acclaimed stuff I liked. Paul, you got me intrigued. I definitely want to watch it. Yeah, man, no doubt. Gotta check that stuff out, man. He's a crazy son of a gun. Dark.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it, Paul. Sounds great.
Yeah, I think you guys should get it, because there's also the Beastie Boys documentary. There's a Steve Carell show that has Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell.
Hey, you had me at Beastie Boys, man.
That's good too. They went all out. Like, Apple TV doesn't have a lot of shows yet, but every one they do is pretty dang star-studded or high budget.
Gonna have to check it out, Paul. Yeah, no doubt. And when you were talking about forgetting names of things, when I was at work today thinking about what we was gonna do for the show, I had 2 shows. I found out I only had 1 because the old Google snatchers sneaking in and taking my stuff. But turns out he did say first. I wasn't paying attention. I forgot about Stranger Things, and that's my number 1. I heard people talking about this, and I think I saw a Collider video, and everything I read is, it's like the Goonies with the Spielberg movie and all that. And then I heard a bunch of other people saying that on the streets, that's where I'm getting my knowledge from. And I was like, screw you. Everybody taking 2 great things and saying that's what it is. But it's a great show. I'm a big science fiction fan, all the mystical stuff going on in there. The blast from the past being late 70s, early 80s, I think. And I love it. Good adventure stuff. I damn near cried when I love John Wise Gamgee, Rudy, whatever you want to call him.
No spoilers, man. No spoilers.
He's a good man. So yeah, with that said, it's a great show. Made David Harbour a big, maybe not star, but he's got some better roles after that, and it's always good to see Winona Ryder back in the saddle.
Yeah, it definitely revitalized Winona Ryder. I also can't believe I didn't watch pick in the draft Stranger Things. It slipped my mind, which I don't know why. Maybe because it's been a while since I watched it, because when they come out, it's something I watched with my daughter. We watched it together. We couldn't wait for the second season. We watched it in one day. We planned it ahead, got popcorn, candy, all our food ready, and it did not stop till we finished the entire second season when it came out. Such a great show. Yeah, it definitely revitalized some careers. It was great. I think everyone loved it. It made my daughter appreciate the 80s, and a lot of the fashion, and she got into a lot of other stuff. She started listening to The Cure and some other classic rock because of that. So I think it really introduced the younger generation to the Back to the Future vibe, the 80s, some of the funny stuff. Yeah, it just was great pop culture the entire time.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it's one of the best shows to come out in forever, and it is awesome. I mean, I can see why that's the number one show for you, Q Diggity. I mean, it's an awesome show. I got nothing more than that. It's just awesome.
I like the story of old Stuffaluppagus talking about watching it with his daughter. She's an impressive young woman, very cool, very talented, and obviously into cool things. But you got a little bit of that from her old man. But yeah, great stuff.
Right on. Well, to go along with Stranger Things on Netflix, I'm going to go with my number one, which is also on Netflix, and it's Ozarks. I mean, I don't think it could have made this list without Ozarks. It's right up there. It's one of my favorite shows on right now. Jason Bateman, he's awesome. Who doesn't like Ruthie? Everybody likes Ruthie. I'm guessing most people have seen this so far. Those that haven't, just watch it. I don't want to give a lot away. It's a crime drama. You don't know what's going to happen. Some people didn't like the second season as much. I think every season's been awesome, and I can't wait for the fourth.
Yeah, I think the third season got even better. I love the show. If it wasn't for the draft system, I would have had the Ozarks. You called it first. It definitely would have been super high on my list. Yeah, I love crime dramas, especially ones that are done well. It's worth watching. Every season is worth watching.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Goobs, it's your topic or your go.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, I mean, I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not watching that show.
Yeah, my folks are watching that show. They might be interested in other streaming shows. Hopefully, ones that not goons like us like. But a lot of these streaming shows and what they're going away from, a lot of turning longer books into movies into shows now because they develop characters so well, and some of these have some really great some deep dark characters that a lot of people are attracted to, and it's compelling. And I love Ruthie too, John. That is my fourth wall. I just knocked over my stuff for that son of a gun. Anyways, I got a freezer full of French toast sticks because of that gal. So yeah, thanks for breakfast, Ruthie.
Hugh Diggity is not lying. He literally watched Ozarks and bought French toast sticks.
I figured you did it too, pal.
Yeah, I think we're the prime example of the commercialism that is really behind all of television as we know it. I have always been one to get into something or look into something or learn more about something because I saw it on TV first. So I love that tradition's staying alive.
Our missing member doesn't do that, though. He's the last person I expect to buy something when he sees a good commercial, especially when there's a tune on, like Rock and Roll Noise Pollution. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true. Oh, he's not here to defend himself. That's not It's not good of you, Q Diggity.
And it's not as fun because he takes it very well and he ain't afraid to throw it back either. And but I want to hear what you don't like, Stuff. This is part of the caveat. One of the things is maybe you don't hate it, but you don't recommend it.
Yeah. So I'm always weary of a topic like this. I don't want to turn someone away, but I'll just give my personal experience. I tried to stream a show the other night on Netflix, Into the Night. It's a foreign adaptation. You can definitely tell it's dubbed over, which I don't mind. I'll watch foreign films. I'll watch subtitles. So it wasn't that it was dubbed over, but it's about a group of people trying to escape on an airplane, and there was just too much time on the airplane. You can do a movie or a show correctly from one single location, right? Phone booth, Dial M for Murder, which I think was kind of the inspiration for Phone Booth. You can do a one set, one location topic, and it can be amazing. It lost me. There was just too much on the airplane, not enough going on. I just lost interest. Maybe it was my mood. Maybe I was tired. I always give things a second shot. So maybe in a while when I run out of material, I'll throw it back on, see if it gets better. But I gave it a good 3-4 episodes. It's called Into the Night. It is sci-fi. It is, a mystery, but and that's normally what I like. I mean, Netflix told me I would like it. It recommended it to me, but I'm just not digging it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, Paul. I thought you were going to say there are subtitles. My head already started hurting. They need to take some lessons from us how to keep things interesting and moving. I tell you, ain't that right? Right, fans?
Yeah. I'm sure we're going to hit that 17-minute mark today.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close.
Hey, Paul J. Goobers. If I wasn't worried about messing up the floor, I'd pour one out for old RC Dub. Mine is I don't know. I don't quite think it's a bad show. I've seen a few episodes. I just saw some recently. I got a couple laughs of it, and I was actually recommended to me by someone that I used to respect their opinion. And it was also recommended to me by my cousin, the Rocket Man. And I don't respect too many opinions more than his. But mine's Letterkenny. F that show. I ain't watching it. This is out of spite. You know, bunch of waste your time watching a bunch of, and this is like, I don't hate the Canadians either, but I don't like the ones that he recommended. Oh, they're all witty and please.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad.
What was it called again?
Letterkenny.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. So
if I didn't respect this guy's wife, I would say even worse things, and I'd spit on the carpet.
Okay. Well, I you know what? I think you've made your opinion known, Q Diggy. You guys, I'm gonna try not to rant here, but there's a show that became super popular. It's been over for a while now, but I don't get it, man. Show's stupid, and that's House of Cards. I'm blaming you, America.
Come on, get out! I'm turning the camera off right now, dude.
I blame you, America. That show is garbage.
Yeah, first of all, because of you, Chach Monkey.
That show got garbage. That first season, before Kevin Spacey came out as a creep, and we weren't allowed to like him anymore, even though he made great movies and great TV. That first season with Kevin Spacey rocked. It definitely went down. But that first season or two were amazing. I'm sorry, Jay Goobs. Yeah, I got to go hard against you on that.
All right. Let me preface. Kevin Spacey, before all this nonsense about him, I thought he was a great actor. I was looking forward to it. They throw Kate Mara in. Kate Mara's cute, kind of sexy. Dude, I'm in.
Oh, who doesn't like the Princess Bride, dude? The Princess Bride, Princess Buttercup.
So I'm excited about it. First 6-7 episodes, I'm good. And then, Kevin Spacey's dirtbag character, which I liked. I was like, he's going to dirtbag his way up to the top. But I could get behind that. Then he starts killing people. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, like, some senator's going to go out there and kill people. He becomes a serial killer, really? I mean, come on. And then,
I wouldn't call him a serial killer, and I think you're naive to think senators don't have people killed, man. Look up the Clinton conspiracy, brother.
He's doing it himself. I mean, come on. And then
I was pretty mad that he killed her. That redhead is one of my favorite actresses.
That ruined not only they killed the guy that he was grooming, which I really liked his character. You know, the bald dude that was the bad guy in Ant-Man. I love his character. Kill him. And then they go and kill Kate Mara. Like one of the main reasons I was watching the damn show. I was like,
that guy in the movie the show with the Strigoi, the vampire show. The guy that they killed off.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like people going after Robin Wright, and that now includes you, Jay Goobs.
Oh,
and I don't. And also, you know, I don't think you should be running our legal department anymore, Bud, with all your disclaimers and stuff. You just dropped a boatload of spoilers, but apparently, if old Jay Goobers don't like the show, just ruin it for everybody.
I don't care. This show can kiss my ass. And let me tell you another thing. Robin Wright, not only did she try her best to ruin Forrest Gump, then she has to try to ruin House of Cards. Anytime her character was on, I wanted to
Jenny ruined Forrest Gump. I don't think we can. I don't know if we can. Wow, this is the first time we don't normally just say, "Oh yeah, we like your pick. We like your pick." This is the first time we've truly had a debate and disagreement. I think.
I told you,
right, Stuffy. And look, Jenny was she fooled around on him, and she was a tease, but that was still well acted. Watch your back.
I'm not saying Robin Wright isn't a good actress, and she was great as Jenny, but she bugged the heck out of me. And then on House of Cards, her character just drove me nuts. I couldn't do it. They kill off Kate Mara. They kill off the other dude that guy. Like, the show was too ridiculous. And it turns out Kevin Spacey wasn't even acting. He's just a dirtball himself.
Hey, I can end this argument right now, Q Diggity. We're talking to the guy who likes Young Guns Part 2, so I don't take this very seriously. I think we can sign off right here, drop the mic, and out, YouTube.
Peace. Kaboom.
Yeah, baby. Jay Goobs don't know.
Good.
Boom, boom.